starting to hit some form, particularly Mbappe.
Yep.
Worrying for Mr. Flick.
Dodi Lukebakio making it 4-2 there. Yes, you're talking about what could be a bit worrying for Mr. Flick. This is what we're looking at right now. Real Madrid 1 point behind Atleti, 2 points above Barcelona, having played a game less. What do you make of the title race right now, Craig?
Well, in terms of a league, if you want entertainment, and maybe not a word to be used with Atleti.
Yes, steady on.
But if you want some excitement and a lot of unknowns, it's a three-horse race. And we said at the start of the season, with this Atleti squad, there is no reason why they should not feel they have the ability to challenge. Because their squad, you could argue at the moment, most of the players are fit, is deeper than both the Barca and the Real Madrid squads. He could have fielded a second 11 yesterday, Simeone, from the bench, of good players. Good players, not just guys that are hovering around. Now, we can debate their style of play all day long. I don't think that's up for debate, but this is what they do, this is who they are. And I think from Real Madrid's perspective, they've had some bad injuries, they're probably going to be back, most of them, after the winter break. I think Mbappe's problem was confidence. I think he'd lost a bit of the confidence because of the expectation. He's scoring goals, he's looking more confident again. Ancelotti's figuring it out. And the one team that has a problem is the team that we all thought were going to be sitting here on top of the pile at the winter break in Barcelona. But they are not. They have more problems now than the other two. But this guy, he's had a lot of criticism, myself included. But it's not about... I don't think anybody's ever said, he's not good enough to beat Real Madrid. It's just his early season performances, frankly, were not particularly good to the standards that we normally see him play. And that's where the criticism came. But I kind of feel that he's got his feet under the table now.
And in the last couple of games, he's been scoring goals that you expect. Now, if we're ready to turn around and say this is the real Mbappe now, let's wait another couple of games until he gets in the position where we're actually on our way back to the halfway line before he shoots, because he's going to score. We're not there yet, but he's not far off it.
When every Tom, Dick and Harry's analysing your every move, and Madrid, the pressure, then I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. When your team's having a tough time and you go in there and you're not playing at the top of your game and they're analysing you to death, it gets to you. And the only way to solve it is to do what he's doing. I think it will continue, but who knows? Some players can just ping it, low to the ground, high. They can just ping a ball. They can manoeuvre it much better than others. And he's one of these players that can, his technique, striking through the ball, just gets him so much pace and power on it, but accuracy. But not everybody can do that. No. Some players can slap the ball a little bit. Some players just, almost every pass has got a bit of swerve on it. So it is a skill, and not everybody, clearly, can do it.
And even though you can do it, you need confidence to do it. Because if you don't feel confident, you're not going to expose yourself by taking a shot from 35 yards that you might put 40 yards over the crossbar, which, actually, to be honest, he'd stopped taking those shots. But the fact that he gets off the mark, all of a sudden his brain changes to, the next time I get in this position, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So confidence is a huge part of football. Everybody goes through it. Craig's just been telling you about Mbappe. One of the best players on the planet was definitely struggling for confidence. And Valverde has found his confidence. And so if you're playing against him and you stand off him from that sort of distance, right now, because what he's doing, he's going to keep taking those shots on.
He was the player a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was. I think it was the game. It might have been the Athletic Club. I can't remember, but he made a bad mistake. It cost him points. He wasn't playing particularly well. He was one of a number of players that was getting shuffled around this midfield. Bellingham the same, right side, left side, centre. And it kind of affected him as well. But they managed to, Real Madrid that is, they managed to get through to an extent. I suppose Barcelona losing form has helped. It's allowed the pack to sort of close up. but they've managed to keep themselves in there, which is no surprise with the manager, getting through that period where players were injured and players had lost confidence, to get them through this first half of the season where I thought they would be like looking up at Barca, but they were still in touching distance. For them to be above Barcelona, yet but behind Atleti with the problems they've had, I think it just tells you all you need to know about the manager. So I'd be very wary of them in the second half of the season.
Yeah. And Real Madrid have got a make-up game with Valencia coming off. That game is going to be played Friday, January 3rd, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. You'll be able to catch